you were talking about, just challenges, but through your experience and through your learning, what do you feel are the biggest challenges that the Sikh community is facing at the moment?
We don't know who we are. That's pretty much the biggest one. We're so far removed from Sikhi, and it's because Sikh culture got diluted. Naturally, it was going to happen, and it's happened previously in previous eras, but it always came back. The last time we had like a renaissance and Sikh culture got really embedded again was in the early 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s. But then with the advent of post-World War I, post-World War II, birth of India and Pakistan, mass migration, we've lost our cultural identity. So what does that mean? That means that a Sikh used to know what they were. Today, we don't know who we are. A Sikh today, Sikh community as an individual or as a collective has become about go Gurdwara, matha tek, do seva, be good person. That's true for anyone in existence. That's true for anyone in life. That's what you should be doing, right? Sikhi was about so much more than that. It was about emancipation while you're alive. We don't believe in a heaven and hell. You believe in like, I'm going to be emancipated while I'm alive. I don't accept any less than that. And Punjabi people used to have that in them. Sikhs from Punjab used to have that in them. And that's kind of gone now. Now it's been watered down like all religions. This religion has this stuff, this way of worship. We have this way of worship. These religions do this and we do this. We kind of draw parallels with the rest of the world. And that means you lose your identity. I think that's a real sad thing. I think it's the biggest problem facing us. If we can get our culture back, Sikh culture back, you solve a lot of our problems instantly.
I didn't know. Is there a roadmap to do that? I mean, you referenced it back in earlier times, the late 1800s. What was happening around then that kind of you could draw the comparisons to?
They had a massive. I mean, the real movement then was called the Singh Sabha Lair. Most people have heard of Singh Sabha today as just the names of Gurdwara, but Singh Sabha was a lair, a movement. It wasn't actually a singular registered organization or anything like that. It was a movement to evoke the arts in particular and to express oneself. So the expression of Sikh writers, thinkers, poets, painters that came about at the turn of the 20th century was immense, and it was astounding. Like it blew people's minds, and it made them realize where they fitted in life and how that had been lost throughout the entire 19th century, throughout the 1800s, even during what we call the golden period, or some people call it the golden period, the Raj of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, which take nothing away from Maharaja Ranjit Singh and that era. But at the same time, Sikhi got lost a lot during that time period, and especially the time period after it with the coming of the British Empire. You can't lay everything at the door of the British. During Maharaja Ranjit Singh's reign, we lost our culture.